We have a backstage promo, kind of like before the commercial break when they're walking to the ring. I only mention this because CM Punk and Luke Gallows are walking to the ring, and they walk by Rosa Mendes, who's working out. For crying out loud, stop with the Rosa Mendes stuff. It's hurting me. It really is. It's really stupid. And then we go to another promotional video. Of course, we have to have two for Alberto Del Rio. You know, the guy just kind of irks me, and he kind of just seems like a home invader. Like, you know, I don't know. These promos are just getting on my nerves. Next, of course, we have the in-ring promo by the Straight Edge Society where Luke Gallows calls out Serena, calls her a hypocrite and yada yada like that. Serena comes out and she says she did what she did, showing the video last week, to save Punk. So, you know, from Kane's wrath, which she doesn't know what would happen. And she said that she's sorry. Luke Gallows, of course, says that she's not sorry and that, you know, she should be kicked out of the Straight Edge Society. CM Punk, however, decides to forgive her. Could there be, and then, you know, Luke Gallows is not happy about this. Dissension in the SES? I think so. Next, we go into the fourth match of the night, which is Dashing Cody Rhodes versus, or Rashing Cody Rhodes. Because the reason why I call him Rashing Roddy Rhodes is because they're basically ripping off Ravishing Rick Rude. So since Ravishing Rick Rude, I'm going to call him Rashing Roddy Rhodes. He took on JTG. Pretty basic match. It was pretty fast paced, but it was good back and forth action. All it was in the back, Cody Rhodes hit a club to JTG's back, then hit him with a crossroads for the 1, 2, 3. Let's go to the calculator to find out what I gave this match. Two out of 5. That's only because it was pretty short of a match, and there wasn't nothing spectacular, so that kind of hurt. Timing hurt a couple matches tonight, so it was an okay match for what it was, but they could have put some more in there. Alrighty, now we go backstage to Kelly Kelly and Michael Cole Jr., a.k.a. Josh Matthews. She basically just started talking about facing Layla at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Layla comes in and says, "You can't beat me," and then from behind, then, you know, Kelly just goes to slap her and then choke her, which is kind of, you know, weird for Kelly Kelly. Then Michelle McCool, of course, comes in from behind, beats her down, and says that she's not going to win a Money in the Bank, and they just beat her down. Tiffany comes in, my girl, to help her at the end. I kind of wish she was on camera the whole time, because, you know, she is beautiful. But that's all from that. There's no Divas match tonight, so there will be no Pink Ranger ranking system tonight. Next, we go to another backstage promo with Michael Cole Jr. and the Big Slow, where he basically says that Jack Swagger's ankle lock is the most pain he's ever felt. It's the closest he's ever felt his bones to snapping, which is a load of crap. You know, they're just pushing Jack Swagger as the new Kurt Angle, which I'm okay with. WWE needs a new Kurt Angle, and I think Jack Swagger is the new Kurt Angle. Even Kurt Angle said good for him because he's getting a push, and Kurt Angle is a character. I mean, you don't want to mimic Kurt Angle completely, but I think Jack Swagger is the way to go. Jack Swagger's perfect for the position. So then we lead into our main event of the night, which is Jack Swagger versus the Big Slow. This is a fairly good match, fairly well-paced match. Early on, Big Show does a huge splash in the corner to Jack Swagger. Then he hits a massive shoulder block off the rope. It was a really good part of the match. Later on, Jack Swagger tries to throw the Big Show's knee or ankle into the ring post, completely misses. His foot barely touched it, and he sold it. So that was really bad on your part. The camera angle was perfect to see that he didn't even touch. Of course, Swagger tries to get back in the ring and put him in the ankle lock. Then Swagger gets shoved. You know, Big Show pushes him outside of the ring, you know, with his massive leg muscles, and Swagger gets knocked outside the ring almost halfway up the ramp. Big Show goes outside to follow. They kind of fight going up the ramp and then to the side of the entranceway. Swagger then kicks Big Show in the knee, knocking him down. Then just starts working on the leg on the entrance ramp. Of course, this match ended in a double countout, which kind of hurt it. And so let's go to the calculator to see what I rank this match. 3 out of 5, only because it ended in a double countout, which I'm never a fan of double. Those are kind of dumb. I don't even like them. Even TNA had a main event double count out or triple count out recently, which I hate those count out. I mean, one count out is okay, but it's like if you double count out, it's just like, what's the point then? Jack Swagger starts to go to the back after beating up the Big Slow. Kane grabs him by his throat, drags him into a red photo exposure room. Not really, it's just a red room with a light in it. And then says that Swagger's guilty because he likes to inflict pain, and Kane knows what it's like to inflict pain on people. And then Kane, Swagger says he's innocent and he has an alibi. Kane says he has till next week to bring his alibi and show Kane that he is innocent. So I guess we'll see why Jack Swagger's innocent. So I'm still wondering who could have vegetated The Undertaker. I wonder if it's Kane. Ooh, did I spoil it? So that was it for SmackDown that week. Pretty good show. Let's go to the calculator to find out overall what I gave SmackDown this week. That's right, it's a 3 out of 5. It's a high-end 3 out of 5. The only thing that hurt it was the 2 short matches and the double count out at the end. It probably would have been a 4 if it wasn't for the 2 short matches and the double count out at the end. Heck, even if you would have taken one of those 3 out of there. But there was just too many, short matches and double count outs. Well, I guess that wraps it up for this week's SmackDown review. Don't forget to go to WrestlingRevolution.com for the pay-per-view predictions game. Register on the site. Check out our forum, the Blog Talk Radio, which Bobby Black and the Block hosts on a bi-weekly basis. They just talk on wrestling and just talk about rumors and news and all that other garbage. Check out the photos, the forum, and post stuff on the forum where you will find the predictions, where you can post your predictions. Check out our photos, man. We have got some funny photos on there. We've also got photos from ADTV, from the wrestling show, from the U2C. And just some general Wrestling Revolution picks. There's a slew full of other stuff. There's games. There's a chat room called the Turnbuckle Lounge. You guys gotta go. You gotta register and just chat it up with everybody. It's a place for wrestling fans to love wrestling and not to hate on it. Well, not too much. You can still give your opinion. We care about your opinion is the thing. So, I guess that wraps it up for this week. I'm Grumpachito, and I am...
Get ready for the smash!